Hi guys, I'm Whitney of Sugar and Sparrow, and today I'm showing you how to make my favorite from scratch chocolate cake recipe. It's become my go-to because it's so decadent, moist, and has the perfect chocolate flavor. The best part about it is it's a one bowl cake recipe, meaning it's just about as quick and easy as a box cake mix, but way tastier. I hope you fall in love with it as much as I have. Let's get started by adding all the dry ingredients into the bowl of a stand mixer. I'm measuring out 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 2/3 cups of white granulated sugar, and 2/3 of a cup of natural unsweetened cocoa powder. And you want to make sure that it's not Dutch processed cocoa for this recipe. That's super important because Dutch processed cocoa powder has added leavening agents that will mess with the chemistry of this cake. I use Hershey's cocoa powder for this recipe, but you can use any cocoa powder that's unsweetened and not Dutch processed. Next, we add the leavening agents, which are 2 teaspoons of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a ½ teaspoon of kosher salt for flavor. Then, turn the mixer on low to stir all the dry ingredients together until they're uniform. Now we add the wet ingredients into the mixing bowl. These are 1 cup of full-fat buttermilk that's room temperature, and I actually make my own buttermilk for this part because it's really easy to do and I don't always have buttermilk on hand. To make it, just add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar or lemon juice into a measuring cup, then top it with 1 cup of whole milk. Give it a stir and let it sit for at least 15 minutes and you've got yourself some DIY buttermilk. I let mine sit out for about an hour to bring it to room temperature before using it in this cake recipe, because room temperature ingredients are important for the chemistry of this part. Once it's room temperature, I add a ½ cup of vegetable oil and pour those into the dry ingredients, followed by 1½ teaspoons of pure vanilla extract and 2 eggs, which are also room temperature. I'm turning the mixer on low to stir all those ingredients together until the batter is nice and uniform. Finally, we add 1 cup of hot water to the mixture, and by hot water I mean just boiled. Since it's so hot, it's important to add it slowly. So turn the mixer to low once more and add the hot water in a nice, steady stream. This helps incorporate everything without cooking the eggs in the batter. When you're finished adding the hot water, all that's left to do is turn the mixer to medium and beat this batter for 2 minutes to whip in just the right amount of air. The batter ends up being really thin with tiny air bubbles throughout. These are important for building the fluffy crumb while it bakes in the oven. Pour the batter evenly between 3 6-inch pans that have been previously prepared. I prepare mine by spraying the sides with cooking spray and fitting a parchment paper circle to the bottom so the cakes come out easily. After baking the cakes at 350 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes, they look like this. Perfect rise with a moist, decadent crumb. I love to pair this cake with my favorite chocolate buttercream recipe to make the ultimate chocolate cake. It's rich without being over the top, and just look at how perfect that crumb turned out. I can't wait for you to taste this yourself, and I hope it becomes your new favorite. Head to sugarandsparrow.com to get the recipe for this chocolate cake, decorating techniques, and so much more.